Hey guys, it's Tess, and welcome to another installment of what's going on in my life at the moment. Yeah, that's what I'm starting off with now. Anyway, so, first of all, I wanted to start off with a little chat about a strange dream I had the other night. So, you know those dreams where, you aren't yourself. You're in somebody else's body and you're living through them. Like you're experiencing what's happening to them, but like you're like a different person. Yeah. Which most people have those. Normal people, I hope. Anyway. But I was having one of those dreams. And well, they were inside a school building, which, at this time is probably not the best idea because of the virus and stuff. And, inside dreams, you probably don't have pandemics and garbage, unless you do, like I do sometimes, with the zombie apocalypse dreams I've had a couple of times. So, we're inside a school building, and I'm living as this girl named Casey. I don't know why I am Casey, but I am. And, they're inside the school building, and it's late at night. And for some reason, they're all wearing swimsuits. It's late at night, and they're wearing swimsuits. And there's not even a pool inside the school, which, I find to be quite strange. But, they're all wearing swimsuits, and they're at school late at night. And the only adult supervision they have there is the janitor, which is really strange. And, well, I guess it's not that strange, but, anyway. Sorry, I'm getting off track. But they're in the school building. They're all wearing swimsuits, and still trying to figure this out at the moment. And I'm just living vicariously through Casey's vision, and I'm Casey. Anyway, it's a really strange dream. I don't know how to start it off. It's pretty much that's what it started off with. Except they are heading into the school building. And it was day. And then they walked inside the building and it immediately turned night. Time in dreams is really weird. Because I remember this because it went black outside the windows. They were looking outside the windows and it changed. Like that. Like a snap. And it was done. Really strange. And, well, I'm sorry about the way I'm speaking. So, they are, I think it's some sort of, lock-in, but I don't know why they're wearing swimsuits to some sort of lock-in, but there's, it's a group of 4 girls. I probably should have started off with this. It's a group of 4 girls, one of which is Casey, who I am living vicariously through. Of course, I've stated this, several times. Sorry. Yeah, I know, I'm betting you're probably wanting me to get to the point already. Sorry for rambling on. And it's a group, and they're all girls. Wait, no, there was actually another teacher. There was a teacher there. And the principal. I don't know why I thought it was just the janitor for 10 minutes there. But it was really strange because they're doing some weird lock-in thing. And they're all going to the gym. And this group of girls, they are having kind of sort of an all-nighter. Not really. But, everybody else is asleep. And they're awake. and they're having this conversation, and one of the girls in the gym gets up from her sleeping bag and goes into the bathroom. Not surprising, because people use the bathroom at night. But, they were talking about how after she didn't come back for like 30 minutes, they were talking about what happened to her. They were like, what if she, like, ran off, or, like, and if she did run off, was she eaten, like, by coyotes or something? They were gossiping. It was pretty much what they were doing. I don't know why, but it was late at night, and she was missing. They went to bed soon after that, I think, and then they woke up and they found out that she was still missing, and they went to go investigate, this group of girls. They went into the bathroom, and there was blood everywhere, splattered on the mirrors and all over the stalls. But most of it was in one spot over in the corner, where there was a black bag, like a duffel bag, with her chopped up body parts on the inside. Not fun. So they're looking at this bag of her body parts, and they're trying to figure out what happened to her. Like, who did this? Because, of course, she wasn't going to chop herself up into pieces and still be alive after she's in pieces. And her guts are missing. I remember that. They checked. I don't know why they checked, but they did. Should have called the police, but, evidently there were no police in this frickin' thing, because they were explaining that. I don't know. The police were busy or something, and I don't know. I don't really remember that. That's kind of vague. But I do remember that they left, and the first person they saw was the janitor, covered in blood. Obviously their first thought was, he's the guy who killed him. Well, they wouldn't be wrong, but, everybody else didn't seem to notice that he was covered in blood. They just didn't care. And they didn't notice that the girl was missing. Although they did? I don't really remember. It was something along the lines of that. But it was really confusing. They were confused. They were like, there's something missing, but I'm pretty sure we have all of the girls. I don't know. And one of the most vivid things in this dream was the janitor was a bigger man. He wasn't skinny. He was bigger in size. I don't remember why. I don't know why I have to explain this to you, but, it's not really that important. But that's what one of the most important parts of the dream was, I think. I don't know. That's one of the things I remember the most. This is a very strange dream. And I'm trying to piece it all together inside my head, because I didn't write it down. They were speaking with the adults and all of the other girls, and they came across one girl that usually doesn't speak. She's very shy, and she was actually awake when while they were talking at night, and they thought everybody was asleep. She had heard some screaming after everybody had gone to sleep, after they had gone to sleep, the group. And Casey was intrigued. I don't know. I was Casey. I mean, of course, I would be intrigued trying to figure out somebody else's murder without the police getting involved. Even though it's probably not really any of my business. But, Casey was very interested. She had heard some screaming. That's the part where I was talking about. She had heard some screaming, and, well, it was very faint, so nobody would have woken up. Which, there's really no witnesses to this crime besides this girl. And she noticed that the janitor had left. Nobody else noticed that the janitor was gone, but it was a room full of girls, and the janitor was a guy. I mean, not surprising. They later find out that the janitor was not a very good guy. He, not necessarily the most, law-abiding citizen. And, well, they figured out it was him. I mean, mostly by the blood. And I don't really remember much, but that's kind of where it's choppy, and it showed up in bits and pieces inside my head, and I don't know. But that's pretty much that dream. Yeah, so I was talking about some sort of, zombie apocalypse dream. It was a couple of months ago. It was really weird. But I've had this dream a couple of times. It's a recurring one. I don't know why I keep having it. It doesn't do much for me at the moment. I don't know. But, we were in a town. I was actually part of this dream. And my friends and I were, we were a part of this game. It was a game. And some sort of announcer was announcing the goal of the game was to find a way out. But the thing was, there were obstacles. These obstacles were ways to keep you from achieving that goal, and these obstacles were mainly puzzles and things that people thought they needed to do to get this game finished. They needed to do them to get out. They didn't. Sorry, spoiling, but they didn't. And oh shoot. There were zombies. That's what I was trying to remember. There were zombies. And it was really weird. Me and my friends, we were trying to find the exit and escape zombies at the same time. Trying to avoid stupid obstacles like these zombies to get out of this town that was walled in. The zombies couldn't get out. They were inside our town. And if you got caught by the zombies, you were dead. You were eliminated. Dunzo. It was really weird. I keep saying that. I need to shut up about that. But, we were running around town a few times, and a few times. I don't even think that's a way to say it, but we were running around town for a while. There you go. That's what I was trying to say. And we were doing pretty good at avoiding the obstacles. Although we made it to a house that was completely devoid of zombies, and then we stayed there for like a little bit to catch some, like, a little bit of rest, so that we were a little bit more energy filled to escape the zombies next time, because you run and then you get exhausted. But we found this house, and it was inhabited by some very nice people that I know. Turns out, halfway through this game, the doors like to disappear. The doors on all of the houses, gone. Yep, they didn't exist anymore. They just kind of phased out of existence. Fun, in a way, I suppose. For the game master is what I'm going to call him, because he never really had a name. And he was I don't know. Shoot. I'm sorry for the pause. I'm needing to think for a sec because my brain cells aren't working. Yes, we were inside a house and the doors have gone missing. A couple of my friends had gotten caught. And, well, you could get scratched by the zombies and be completely fine. But you were bleeding and they could sense you easier. I found this blanket of some sort, and I wrapped it around my back because I had gotten scratched, and evidently that kept me safe from the sensing abilities that they have. I don't know. These zombies were weird. That is the only thing I'm gonna say is weird anymore. But, like, I had this blanket on my back, and a couple of my friends had died, become zombies. And, well, it was kind of traumatizing. I don't know why I have such disturbing dreams. And, well, I had escaped with, I think, 2 of my friends. And this was, yes, other people thought it would be fun. Kind of like a Walking Dead moment kind of going on, where they decided to attack us 3. It was, 2 of my very favorite people. I won't say names because I like to keep people's personal lives private. But I watched them get stabbed to death. That was very traumatizing. But I narrowly escaped because I don't know. I was standing right there, and I just ran. I ran and I ran, and I came up to this, like, car dealership kind of thing. They were giving away free cars for shelter or something, and it was surrounded by zombies. But I was agile enough to find a trash can to jump on top of and get on top of the roof. I found a quick way out. It was in this space. It was blocked off by 2 gates. And there was a fence But the gate, there were like two fences on the side, and it was like the building, and then like this space right like this size. Not really. In to scale, it was kind of big, but it wasn't too big. It was like a rectangular space, big enough to fit like not a whole lot of people, like 10 people, big enough. Two gates on each side, and there was a fence, and there was a door on this fence. I decided to open it, and that was the way out. But I got out, and I think I just kind of ran. Oh, I forgot to mention. Oh, shoot. This was when the announcer finally said something about, yes, somebody has escaped from the game, but now they have to go find me. We had to go find the game master. He never actually said his name. We just had to go find him. And there was a neighborhood. And I had gotten out. I was safe from zombies, all these obstacles, but there was cars. I had to cross two, like, these were, I don't know, there were like 2 lanes, one for cars, and then there was a space in between, and then another one. It was kind of like Crossy Road, a little bit. And there was a neighborhood across these 2 streets, and it was really funky. That's a different word. These houses, they were really dull in color. Like, there was blue and gray and black. I think they were darker houses. There was a purple one, I think. But there was one house that stood out because it wasn't dark. It was white. That's the first house I went to. First house I went to wasn't him. And, well, they did give me a good hint. They said something about some twisted man who lives in a black house. There were like 3 or 4 black houses on this, like, in this neighborhood. And I had to go to all 4. Like, I had to go to them to go find him. And, well, I thanked the person inside the house for the help that they had given. And I went to the first black house, and nobody was there. Second, no. Third, actually, yes, he was there. He was in the 3rd black house. I didn't have to check the 4th. Don't know what was in the 4th. Probably nothing. But I found him, and the game was over. But I had lost everybody that I love and care for. That's kind of when I woke up. It was a really strange dream, and I think I had to recite something before I woke up. He asked me to recite something, and I woke up. That was the end of the dream. Had that dream a couple of times. That's why it's kind of vivid inside my brain. But those are a couple of my dreams. And this video is getting a little long, and, well, I did want to say a few other things, but I can save those for next time, because, it's only been like 2 or 3 days since the last one. So stay safe, have fun with, being inside, and stay safe. Did I already say that? I probably already said that. And see ya.